Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a little video updating you guys on all the mods I've done to my bike. So since the last time, since my review, I've made a couple more mods that have made this bike a lot better. So here they are. So a big upgrade I did was this rear suspension right here. So I put on this D&M suspension that I got from Amazon. One thing on this, first of all, this is a 240 millimeter shock. I originally got an air suspension that was 170 millimeters because that's what everybody was saying the Ariel rider had, but my bike did not come with a bracket like this, so it actually has a much bigger suspension than previous Ariel Rider X classes. So one thing here is I did have to like put a little spacer in here because the bottom here, this opening is a lot larger than at the top. So at the top it fits just fine, but the bottom here I had to put a little spacer in, which wasn't a huge deal, but it was a little bit annoying just trying to get that in there. But yeah, I mean, this bike rides a lot better now with this new rear suspension. This is a 550-pound spring instead of the 1,000-pound spring that came with it. And it's really adjustable. It's got rebound adjustment and compression adjustment here. It's a coil plus oil spring. I've been liking it. I think I might switch the spring out to a lighter 350-pound spring at some point. But I haven't done that yet. Yeah, so the next mod I did was I put on these beefy street tires. So the stock Ariel Rider tires are knobby off-road tires, and they're super thin. I got a flat like the first time riding it, and then I repaired it and it was leaking. I was just having a lot of issues with those tires. So I put on these nice old tires. I'll put a link in the description for them. They're $120 for the set, but I absolutely love them. One of the huge things with these is you can get up on the side of the tire a lot better. So it grips in the turns way better than the original tires. So I mean, if you have an Ariel Rider X Class or any other Ariel Rider, these are a huge upgrade. I highly recommend getting some street tires, especially if you're going to be riding on the street more than off-road. So there are a couple more modifications that I've done to this bike, and I talked about them in my review, but I'll go over them quickly here. Again, if you want to learn more, go watch the review. It's on my channel. But yeah, so one of the other upgrades that I've done is I put this rear passenger seat on. So this is sold from Ariel Rider themselves. It was $90, I think. They're kind of hard to find in stock, but I mean, honestly, I think if I could do it again, I wouldn't get this, and I would just go straight for a whole seat upgrade. You can find them on eBay, or I'll leave a link in the description for a good place to go buy an aftermarket seat. And they're very expensive. They're about $200, maybe a little bit more depending on which kind you get. But this seat is pretty uncomfortable, so honestly, I think it's probably a worth it upgrade to get a new seat. But I mean, this thing's been working great for me. I've carried passengers on it a couple times. It's always been good. We've got these foot pegs down here that work pretty well. But yeah, that's it for the seat. I've also put this Ariel Rider tank bag on here. This thing's, I have mixed feelings about this. The only reason I'm keeping it is it's the only way I can store my lock. And my lock barely fits in this bag. But otherwise, I've kind of not been super happy with this bag. It's very clunky. It's very wide. So when I'm riding my bike and I'm actually trying to pedal, my legs hit here all the time. It also kind of slides around on the bike a lot because it's only mounted with these two straps right here that are very hard to tighten enough. They don't tighten enough, so it doesn't grip onto the bike very well. And then the other thing is the front of the bag hits the the handlebars here and makes it so that they can't turn as much and they're rubbing against the bag the whole time. So yeah, I don't love this. If you don't need a big carrying space, I would really recommend going with a smaller bag, something not from Ariel Rider themselves. But the only reason I'm keeping this is because it's the only thing that fits my lock, and it's a heavy lock that I don't want to carry in my backpack. But yeah, I mean, I've done another couple things. So I have this phone mount. This thing has been great. I really, really like this phone mount. I'll leave a link in the description for that. But it's super easy to put your phone in. You just push up on here, and as you can see, the bottom extends, and it holds it really, really well. I mean, I really like this phone mount. Yeah, and so I also, right here, this thing looks a little bit silly right now, but this is my GoPro mount, and we're going to try this out today. This is a little mount for your bike, and I've also got these extenders. I'll leave a link for this, but I don't like these, this extension set. This is the longest one it comes with, but the other ones, they're too small down here, so you can't screw them in tightly, and they'll wiggle around a lot. So I would try to find a different solution for this if you're going to record with a GoPro. But yeah, I think that's all the mods I've done to the bike so far. I'm sure there will be more to come. But yeah, let's get out and ride for a bit. And let's see how this camera angle looks. Hopefully it's a little bit better now. Yeah, if you have any questions about the mods or anything else about this bike, go ahead and drop a comment. I'll reply to you when I see it. And yeah, great. Alrighty. Yeah, so in addition to getting this extender for the GoPro, I got this little lapel mic with a windscreen. So hopefully we have a lot less wind noise. But let me know what you think and if you like this new camera angle. Got to turn on the bike here, and then we can get out of here. Alrighty, let's go. Immediately, a couple things I'm noticing. First of all, this GoPro is shaking around quite a lot on this very long extension pole. So we're going to have to see how sturdy this thing actually is, and how good the stabilization is. That's what we're going to see today. One other thing is that the magnets from my helmet are getting caught on my microphone, which I don't love, so I might just have to put that on the other side of my shirt. All this is all blown out now. It looked really, really fun this morning, but maybe I'll have to paddle out tomorrow. Or maybe the wind will die down later tonight. Alright, yeah, we are going the wrong way on a one-way street here, so it's not ideal, but alright, let's see how this angle looks from point of view. I'm gonna actually put the camera back up, I think,